Hello and welcome back to Moon Medicine Yoga. I'm Allison if this is your first time here, and today we'll be moving through a playful, hip and heart-opening yoga flow inspired by June's full strawberry moon. Known by names like the rose moon, the honey moon, and the mead moon, June's full moon is most widely recognized as the strawberry moon. Sometimes called the leaderberry, the strawberry is one of the first fruits to ripen, a sign that the first harvest has begun. In her book Braiding Sweetgrass, Robin Wall Kimmerer says, "Strawberries first shaped my view of a world full of gifts simply scattered at your feet. A gift comes to you through no action of your own, free, having moved towards you without your beckoning. It's not a reward. You cannot earn it or call it to you or even deserve it, and yet it appears. Your only role is to be open-eyed and present. Gifts exist in a realm of humility and mystery. As with random acts of kindness, we do not know their source." If we listen closely, we can receive some sage advice from strawberries: to savor the sweet spots more than the obstacles in our path, to pause and acknowledge the abundance at our feet, the fruit that we've cultivated, and that which has been so generously given. Let's open our hearts and receive the sweetness of this season. May this yoga practice deepen our awareness and ground us in gratitude. Let's get started. In the description below, you'll find links to Braiding Sweetgrass and a few other of my favorite books that have guided me on my path. You'll also find an optional playlist for this class. Before we start, take a second to like the video and subscribe if you haven't yet. These small things really do a lot to help my channel, and I'm just so grateful that each and every one of you have found your way here today. Let's find a comfortable seat. We'll begin right after this. Arriving in your seat, let's take a few deep breaths. Consciously softening the muscles of your jaw, your shoulders, and throughout the rest of the body with every exhale. Start to lengthen your breath in and your breath out. Steadying yourself in this moment. And then we'll blink the eyes open. On the inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring your left hand to your right knee, and the other hand just behind you. Take a breath in to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, rotate the heart a bit more into the twist. Option to drop your left ear to the left shoulder to stretch the neck here too. Keep breathing. Inhale the head back to center, and then unwind, reaching the arms to sky. Exhale, fold over the legs, walking the arms forward, or you can stack your hands or your fists to support your forehead here. Keep the seat on the mat and breathe into the stretch. On your breath in, rising up and switching the cross of the legs so the other shin is in front or on top. Inhale the arms wide, reach them up to the sky. Exhale to twist left, right hand to left knee, and the other hand behind you. Stay even and grounded on those sits bones as you grow a bit taller. And on the exhale, you can soften in. Option 2, drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Don't force or strain here. Be very gentle with the neck. Just breathe into that stretch. Inhale, lift the head and unwind, reaching the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold over the legs once again. Knowing you can support yourself with your hands if you like. And when you're ready, slowly rise up to seated. In some circles, the strawberry is known as the heart berry because of its shape and red color. So we're going to open up the heart by reaching up and then bringing the fingertips to the tops of the shoulders. As you exhale, tap the elbows together in front of the heart, lifting them slightly. Breathing in, tap the wrists together behind the head. Then exhale, the elbows circle around to tap in front. Lifting them up, tap the wrists behind your head. Exhale, the elbows back down. So you can find your pace here. Just move with your breath. Maybe even closing the eyes to drop into that sensation of the shoulders and the heart warming. On your exhale, releasing, let the hands rest on the legs for a moment. Taking that all in. And then we'll move on to hands and knees. Just for a bit of free-form movement, have some fun with this. Circling your spine, wiggling around. You can cat-cow and keep it simple if you like. And then let's meet now in tabletop. For melting heart pose, keep the hips over the knees and walk the arms forward nice and long, resting your forehead on the mat. Heart surrenders to the earth here. If you want some more sensation, you can bring the chin to the mat. On your in-breath, pull yourself forward to Sphinx, belly to the mat, elbows under shoulders. Let your heart shine forward. From here, we're going to fold the right arm in parallel to the top of the mat and roll onto the right side, stacking the hips and the legs. And then step that top foot forward to support you. And rest the left arm right on top of the knee. You can connect the index finger and thumb in a little mudra. But then soften, relax through your shoulder, soften through that right side body to feel the stretch. And let's rewind to release, rolling back into Sphinx. Cleansing breath here. And then left arm is going to fold in. Take a moment to stack everything up. And then stepping that top foot forward. Extend the arm over the leg. Once you're in position, soften through the left side. Breathing deep. On your exhale, release back to Sphinx. Get another cleansing breath. And then we'll stack the hands and lower down. Wiggle the hips back and forth to let that go. Hands under shoulders, press up to tabletop, and then back to child's pose. Resting your hips on your heels. Come back to your breath. Maybe Ujjayi breath is flowing now. Then we'll inhale to tabletop and then back to downward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Walk or take a big step up to the hands, taking it slow. Once here, inhale, lifting halfway, maybe bringing hands to your shins. Exhale, fold, wrapping the arms behind the legs. Shake out any tension in the head and neck. Inhale, rise to standing, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now this full moon is in the sign of Sagittarius, which rules the hips. So we're going to continue our warm-up with a fun little dynamic flow here. Bringing the right knee into the chest. Figure 4, cross the right ankle over the left knee. Just for a breath, sitting back and down into the stretch. As you inhale, rise up, swing that leg around into a curtsy. Reach the arms up and over to the left for a side bend. As you exhale, back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, the left knee floats in. Cross the ankle over the right knee, sitting back and down. Steady eyes. Inhale, rise and swing that leg around into a curtsy side bend. Reach the arms overhead and over to the right, feeling that stretch in your left side. Exhale back to mountain pose. Let's do one more on each side. Back to the right knee, lift it in. Figure 4 cross into that standing balance. Inhale, swing that leg around into your standing curtsy side bend. Reaching left. Exhale, return to center. Left knee lifts in as you exhale. Send the hips back and down. Keep lifting your heart to the thumbs. When you're ready, sweep that leg around, reaching up and over to the right. I have my palms together here, and you can interlock the thumbs for more support. Exhale, hands to heart center. Try to have a sense of humor with your balance. Everybody has to work on it. From here, heel toe the feet about hip distance and interlace hands behind the back. Send the knuckles back and down, rolling your shoulder heads back too. Bring the feet a bit closer together now and float the right knee into the chest. Transitioning through Warrior 3, send the right leg back and pour the mead from your heart. Do your best and then step back to a low lunge. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Maybe pull those knuckles back and down to lift your heart to the sky, maybe looking up. You can stay here or float your arms to sky. Or for a third, even deeper option, hands come down to the front thigh. You can carefully bend the right knee, reach back with the right hand and catch the inside of the foot. Once here, reach the left arm to sky, connecting index finger and thumb. This is just an option. If it doesn't feel good, let it go. Go back to one of the other heart-opening lunges. Very gently, let's all reach the arms to sky. Exhale, hands to mat. Lift your back knee, and then gently step forward into a fold. Let your head dangle, and then sway from side to side, letting your fingertips graze the earth. Inhale to center for a flat back. Exhale, folding in. On your inhale, rise up, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, once again, heel toe the feet about hip distance. And then interlace hands behind the back, this time with the awkward thumb on top. Take a moment to lift the heart to the sky. As you do, keep the back of your neck long. Float the left knee into the chest, then slowly hinge into Warrior 3, keeping a little buoyancy in that standing knee. Think about pouring from your heart. When you're ready, step back to your low lunge. Take your time. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Lift through your heart. You can keep the interlace or release the arms up to the sky. I'll go for option number 3. Hands to the thigh, bending the left knee. Reaching back with the left hand. Breathing into the quad, the hip flexor, even the belly. Don't forget to reach up with your right arm, creating your little mudra. Let's all inhale the arms to sky. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. And step forward into your fold. As you exhale, let everything go. Relax the head, the jaw, create some space between the teeth. And then swaying from side to side, fingertips graze the earth with gratitude. Inhale to center, lifting halfway. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, rise, extend the arms high. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And in your own way, coming into down dog, you can jump back to a vinyasa. You can step back to plank. Or step right back into downward facing dog. And we'll all meet there for a couple breaths. Inhale to plank. Exhale, slowly lower to the belly. Arms back by your sides. Flip the palms to face down and bring your big toes to touch. For locust, inhale, lift your heart. Float your arms and then float your toes. Long and lifting through the body. Exhale, release. Chin to the mat. From here, preparing for a little back bend fun, coming into bow pose, or today we'll call it honey pot pose. We're going to bend the knees and reach back, grabbing the tops of the feet. On your inhale, kick into the hands and lift your heart. You could stay here in bow pose or try rolling onto your right side for revolved bow pose. Kind of fun. Doing your best, try to roll back into bow pose. And then letting that go, windshield wiper the legs side to side. When you're ready, reach back and catch the feet. Make sure your knees aren't splaying out wider than the hips. When you're ready, kick into the hands and peel your ribs from the earth. Do your best to roll onto your left side. You can look over your top shoulder to the sky. Carefully roll back to your belly in bow pose and let it go. Good job. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. And release the legs down. Hands under shoulders, press back to tabletop. Inhale to cow belly, dropping the belly, open the heart. Exhale, round the spine, and then sink back into your child's pose. Just being still. When you're ready, rising up, let's roll onto the back, landing with the knees bent and the feet flat on the floor. Coming into reclined cow face. Another hip stretch for Sagittarius. You're going to cross the right leg over the left, all the way. And then draw the knees in. You can interlace your hands in front of your legs just to hug them into the belly. Or for more, reach forward and grab the tops of the feet. This is pretty deep. So if you're looking for another hip stretch here, you can do the figure 4 reclined pigeon like this. Or just keep hugging the knees in. Keep the shoulder blades grounded. On your exhale, release. Left foot to the mat, but keep your legs crossed. So that right leg is still crossed over. Open your arms to a T. Then before you twist, scoot your seat over to the right side and then let your knees fall to the left. We do that so we don't pull our spine out of alignment. Relax through the heart space, through the belly, breathe deep. On your inhale, come back to center, switching the cross of the legs. Draw the knees in, and you can interlace the hands in front, just squeezing them in towards the belly. Staying here or reaching forward to grab the tops of the feet. On your exhale, release so that the right foot lands on the mat, keeping the legs crossed. Open your arms wide to a T. And to twist, shift your hips to the left, let your knees fall to the right. Take a really deep cleansing breath. Inhale slowly back to center. Uncrossing the legs, draw both knees into the chest, wrapping your arms around. One final squeeze. You can also curl your nose up to your knees, creating a little strawberry seed. And then when you're ready, stretch out. Take shape for a final rest. Maybe that looks like traditional Shavasana, with the arms by your sides, the palms up, toes flopped out to the side, or maybe there's another resting shape that feels better. Let your breath and your body become effortless. Just enjoy your rest. Starting to bring your awareness back. Starting to deepen the breath. Bring some gentle movement to the body. And then when you're ready, you can bring the knees in and roll onto your side. We'll press up and meet in a comfortable seat with hands at heart center. Thank you for sharing your time, your energy, your practice with me and the rest of the community today in honor of the June full moon. Let's bring the thumbs to the third eye and bow to honor each other. Before you leave, make sure you say hi in the comments. And if you're interested, the links to Braiding Sweetgrass and those other books are listed in the description. There are some other ways that you can support the channel listed down there too. As always, it's been my honor and privilege to lead you in another lunar flow. I will see you again soon, on the mat and under the moon. Bye, yogis.